want to make sure we go over that. Look at Antoinette. She just all cool, man. I love it. She just kind of dropped that little like, hey, I got this.
See,
So
this is why I don't have my camera on.
I love it. No, I like to see that smile, man. It gives me energy. Don't hide now. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it real quick. So all right. So these are some things I want to cover tonight that we're going to go through. Number one, we're going to talk about declaring your affirmations. Second thing is we're going to define and declare your 30-day goal, income producing activities versus non-income producing activities. Number four, game planning, 100 name list, and the launch. Number five is going to be personal development. And then number six is going to be your social media. Okay. And so, of course, the leaders that are on, we kind of touch base on some of this, but I want to package it all together, make sure that we have some concrete things that's going on that you can start immediately. Okay. Immediately. Okay. So I'm going to go through each one and we're going to break it on down. Okay. So, we talked about this, and of course, again, I'm going to say this to Katrina because she's getting to know me, and Antoinette and Charity and all that. I just want to say again, I'm Shawn James, and I'm happy and grateful that I am a chairman in I Am Master Academy on December 2020 or sooner. Okay, so very important because I'm going to let you know I wasn't saying this. I wasn't saying this. And one thing, Katrina, I know you've been in Organo Gold, so I think this is something David, has talked about. But this is something that goes across the landscape of any business, any activity, anything that goes on in your regular life. Is that we understand that we have a spiritual side, we have a spiritual realm that's there, and God created us. And again, you see on the bottom, I give all credit to Jamie Lowry because she was the one who's kind of really pushed that. And she said this even when she was here in Atlanta, she's talked about it, but I really want to give her credit because she's the one that kind of drive this. And then she said, our words are clearly power in the spiritual realm, that the world, of course, was created in 7 days, and God spoke these things into existence. He didn't write a map blueprint and then print it up and have some construction workers make the world. No, he spoke that. And so we exist in that same essence right there. And so look, I found out that all the very successful people that I admire, they have affirmations, and this is the affirmation they chose. And let me tell you something. All I can say is, hey, do you know if it works or not? I mean, maybe you don't know. But here's the thing. At this point, it's great to try it because obviously it does have a connection. It does have power. And so I want you to write this down. This is something now that I'm saying every day, every evening. I say it even before I speak to a customer. Before I spoke to Katrina, guess what? This is what I said. Okay. I said this to myself. And so what it does, ladies and gentlemen, is that it puts a connection to out in the spiritual realm of what it is, a state of being in which we're declaring, and then of course our activities and results line up with that directly. Okay, when you say, I am powerful, or I am the head of my household, or I am a great wife, I am a great husband. You see that connects with you, and guess what? The realm around you reacts to that, and that's why your husband will look at you like you're the most awesomest person in the world. That's why, as me as a husband, that's why I hope that my wife looks at me that way, because this is what I'm speaking into my existence. Okay, not only that, it helps me when I'm going through something. I got to remind myself on a daily basis, well, why are you doing this? And the challenges that come in when a credit card doesn't go through, or a decline comes on the decline report, or somebody decides to call you and say, hey, look, I tried it out. My mom and them told me not to do this no more, so I'm gonna just, they told me it's a scam, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop out and stuff. I mean, that happens. But at the same time, that's not a person who's on your, I guess, like those words they use, on your vibration, on your signal, on your same wavelength. Okay, the people that when you say I'm so happy and grateful that I am a platinum 2, a P1000, a P600, whatever the case may be, and then you declare that, then guess what? Things will align with that. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you because I was not doing it. And I admit that this may be something that has affected my business not being where I expected it to be, is because I wasn't consistently saying my affirmations. Okay, and so I'm just going to break it down real quick, like we did. Is, I am. It's not I will be. The thing is, I am. I am so happy and grateful that I am a whatever your next rank is that you're going to focus on. And then you want to be specific, in what? In I Am Mastery Academy. I want the spiritual realm to know I'm talking about right here in this space. Because when I talk about being a great husband, I'm talking about in this household. I'm talking about here in this home. When I'm talking about my kids, I'm talking about my child. I'm talking about, my family. I want in my bank account. Okay. So I want to be specific and then say on, not by, but on December 20th, 2020 or sooner or earlier, whatever you like to put. But that's what the statement is. And that's how you want to do it. Now, if you have an affirmation for your team, just like I have here, you can say that too. I'm so happy and grateful that I have 10 new Chairman 10s on my I Am Mastery Academy team on January 1st, 2020 or sooner. Okay. Because here's the thing, when you say I'm not feeling good, you ever notice that? Like when somebody asks you, you rubbing your head, say, how you doing today, man? I'm not feeling good. It's like the rest of that day is not good. It's almost hard to recover from that, right? You almost feel tired, man. So and so get on my nerve. I'm through for the day. And your whole energy around you feels that. And see, it's true because your spouse picks up on that. When my wife has a bad day, guess what? I feel it. As soon as I hit the door, woo, how your day? That's all she gotta say. I'll be like, woo, okay, it's gonna be that time right there. And the whole house shifts. Whole house shifts. And so I understand it because when I come in and my kids ask me, Daddy, how was your day? I say, oh, it was great. It was good. How was your day? Kids is popping. They like, oh, I'm good. Dad's good. I'm good. Everybody good. You see? So those words have some power to it. They have enormous power to it. Okay. And so when you're mad, even in a relationship, when you're mad at your spouse, it seems like that's when you get it. You ever notice, even if I know y'all got some great relationships, but when I was, single, dating and going through stuff, when you have an attitude, it's like, why you got an attitude? Why you got an attitude? I mean, come on, I ain't even say nothing to you. Why you, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what? Everybody, you both are, and then it goes not in one day, it goes the second day, third day. By the third day, man, y'all like, man, look, man, I'm just tired of even feeling that energy. Like I'm ready to just get. But you see, those words, that attitude, it conveys and it touches the other person. Other person like, look, man, I had a good day. I was trying to be cool, and you started with an attitude with me, and now you shifted their attitude. Okay. And so you have the power to either shift that attitude to positive or shift it to the negative. Well, guess what? That translates through your organization. It translates. And it all starts from your affirmation right there. Okay. So I wanted to kind of touch base on that. I'm so happy and grateful that I am a Chairman 10 in I Am Master Academy on December 20, 2020 or sooner. Okay. So what we decided as leaders, as builders here, I don't even say builders, as business partners, okay, as business partners here, we said Leona and Jamie and all of us, we said, when I come on a call, this is how I'm going to open up the call. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, this is Shawn right here. Hey, I'm so happy and grateful that I am. Boom, 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 boom. So as a matter of fact, like Nikita, Jamie, when we start our call tomorrow for our accountability, that's what I want everybody to say. That's what I want everybody to say. Okay. Because guess what? It's going to have that impact. You're going to see that impact in your organization, in your team. Okay. So let's move on. So now, okay, it's great to have the affirmation, but now you see, I put a date, specific on there, but now what's the goal? What is the goal? What are we driving for? What are we pushing for? Well, that's what I want you to ask yourself. That's what I want you to write down. Okay. What do you want to accomplish in the next 30 days? And I want to back this up. I know some of you are a little new, but the last of it is October 1st to October 30th was something that as a team, we came together collectively, one unified goal. Even though each person had their own goal, we came together and look, we spoke it and we put it into action. We were running, 5 presentations every single day for every day in the month of October. And what did we do from there? I think Leona jumped 2 ranks. Okay. We went ahead and created, 2 Platinum 600s. We could created another couple 150s. I mean, we had some other stuff because the goal was, hey, we want to get to this next rank and we want to put the activity on it. So we focused on it. We had the goal and we compressed it in a 30-day period, not 60, not 90, not 120 days. We're going to compress it in 30-day periods and move from month to month to month. See, we can do that. Okay. For you individually, you might want to have a weekly goal or even a daily goal. Okay. So that by the end of that 30 days, guess what? You've moved the ball. That's why I like to say when we're like in football, we want to move the ball from first down, on the 50-yard line all the way to the goalpost. We want to move the ball, and we're going to do it by any means necessary. You're either going to run, you're going to jump, you're going to tackle, you're going to crawl, whatever you got to do. You got to move the ball, but we make the goal for every 30 days. Okay. What rank are you focusing on? I understand it's great to say chairman 10, but I'm gonna be honest. I came in and my goal was, hey, if I can get to 1,000, okay, 30 people, 1,000. That's like a pinnacle. That's like a stake in the ground to say I got a foundation. Then let me just fight to get to 2,000. Let me fight to get to 5. And so don't make it an unrealistic goal. Now, can you make chairman? Absolutely. I'm not here to tell you because you're saying your affirmations, and the spiritual realm will go ahead and dictate how soon you'll get there. But at the same time, I'm gonna go to the next goal and put in that work because that is the foundation for me to go from level to level to level. See, it's great to say you'll get to chairman, but if you haven't mastered going from P150 to 1,000 and see what that takes, well, it's going to be enormously overwhelming trying to get all the way, putting 500 people in a short amount of time. Because you got to think about what's the system? How am I plugging people in? Do I even know what I'm doing? Can I teach somebody yet? See, this is part of your development. So let's focus just on the next goal because each goal has some new skill sets that you're going to master and learn. Okay. And then of course, what daily actions will you put toward getting there? See, this is really the bottom line right here is what activities are you going to do to get there? And we're going to talk about this in a second with income producing activities and then non-income producing activities. We're going to talk about that because you can do a lot of stuff, but in essence, you may not get you the results that you're doing. See, we can do a diet and then a lot of us want to take a pill, but look, we're not eating right. We not adding no exercise. We just want to lose the weight. Well, okay, well, I'll just skip a meal or two. Yeah, yes, you will lose weight. You're not going to lose as quick and you're not focused on it. And what kind of food are you putting in yourself? But if the daily action is, look, I got a plan. I'm going to get up. I'm going to fast the first time. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to take my probiotic. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go ahead and get on the treadmill. I'm going to go ahead and run for 45 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and lift for about maybe 20, 30 minutes. Hey, I got a salad. I got this. I'm going to, when you have that, that's the daily goal. And those actions compound. And before you know it, in 30 days, what? I done lost 30 pounds. Okay. Because you have that action put in place right there. Okay. So now here's the income producing activities. Let's go ahead and write this down so there's no question what is going to make the income. And then we're going to talk about the secondary part. Of course, the first part is doing 3-ways. Okay, what is a 3-way? Obviously, if you don't know, most people here are experienced, so you already know, but that's merely getting someone else. It doesn't have to just be me. It can be your upline, sideline, downline. Anybody that is capable of answering questions is part of a 3-way. All right. But the biggest thing I want you to know with the 3-way is that you got to get the edification correct. Okay. Edification. What I teach y'all and I said the other night and stuff, you got to, when you edify somebody, then merely that all that means is that you're speaking well of somebody. You're telling somebody else how good this person is so that they can get the respect level right. Because when the respect level is right, they'll listen. They'll open their ears and they'll listen. And so you got to make them seem like they walk on water and they glow in the dark. Okay. You got to talk about like they walk on water and glow in the dark. Okay. Man, okay, Leona Clark, man, she is just an incredible business partner. She's doing incredible stuff in this space. Man, I really respect her and her husband. I mean, they have just been doing things that's incredible, and I mentor from them. I mean, this is the person that I'm telling you, if you have any questions, this is exactly the right person that you need to be speaking to. John. And then of course Leona is going to edify you like, hey Nikita, well look, Nikita is explosive in this business. She has just taken off. She's a student. She's just she's just focused. She's just relentless. I'm telling you, she has learned this thing from A to Z. And of course she's still grown, but you are definitely with the right person. She is more than capable of helping you in what you're doing. Well, I mean, when you hear two people like that, right, you like, well, dang, who am I hooked up with? Okay, these are wonder twins. What's going on? I mean, that person feels like I'm in good hands. And that's the feeling that you want to have. So you got to edify. And here's the thing: you can edify, you can over edify, and that's so much better than under edify. So that's the thing. You can over edify better than under edify. Now, one thing I don't do in edification, which I want you to know, I've heard other people do it, is I don't really talk about their income. Okay. I don't throw material things. I'm throwing character things. Okay. Now, with some people, they may do that, but let's be real. We deal with mature people who are probably over the age of 25. Okay. So people over there, they've been in the world, they've accomplished, they got some success themselves. They're not impressed with your material. They're more impressed with the character of person. And so we really want to focus in our edification of the character. Even though someone like Dr. Jewel Tanker gets on, a lot of people say, oh, she makes 100 and some thousand a month and she does it. That's okay. But what I really like, and Dr. Jewel knows when I talk to her, I'm really talking about her mentorship. I'm talking about her leadership. I'm talking about how accomplished she is as a person, as a pastor, as a mentor, as you see what I'm saying? Because that is what can connect across the board. What you can do by accident is if you talk about money and how much money they got, you can really intimidate the person and it can blow them out the water where they feel too intimidated to want to talk. Like, well, man, I can't, what I'm saying? I can't, that's all cool. You're almost belittling the person. Okay. And so that's not what we want to do. Is I don't focus on how much money they have. I talk about the character. Okay. So the next thing, another income producing, is doing a one-on-one. So like Leona did a perfect one-on-one last night. She tried to get me on a three-way. For some reason, phone couldn't connect. Didn't matter. She went ahead and handled it. She went ahead and called and she answered that person's question. That's an income producing thing, because guess what? They ended up signing up. And then you got a two-on-one, which is basically you can get on with another of your teammates, and maybe you get on a Zoom and you just answer questions. It's a three-way in essence. It's a three-way, but it's maybe two-on-one, or maybe it's you and that person and their spouse. So it's you and the husband and wife, and then you're answering their questions. So that could be a two-on-one also. Okay. And the next income producing event is a launch event. That's launching your customers with either a home presentation or a live Zoom call. Simply put, we launch. Okay. 80% of your time should be in these activities. Okay. 80% of your time should be in these activities. And these activities don't take long. See, everybody say, oh, it's too busy or it's too long and stuff. And then when you ask somebody what you've done in your business, when we're doing our accountability, it's really, I'm trying to find out one of these things. Have you done three ways? Have you done a one-on-one with somebody? Have you done a Zoom? Are you launching somebody? That's really what the accountability calls are for, is to make sure we're accountable to staying in this 80% zone. Okay. So now let's go to the non-income producing activities. So these are still helping. They're supportive roles. That's what I want to talk about. They're supportive roles to help you with the income producing activities. Well, number one is promoting events. One thing that we have not been great on, and I can admit even myself, is promoting every event to our customers or business partners. Okay. Now I will give Leona, I'll give Queen, I'll give Nikita. You stepped up, showed a rise in profit. You see, I be saying that, and so we promote by putting it into the chat. Now that's great, but I'm telling you how these other teams are growing, how a David and ETA team grows, is they are monsters at promoting. Monsters at promoting is not sticking it in their text message and hope they get on. They are calling people. They are reminding people. They're reminding their team, hey, look, you need to be on this call. Hey, Justin Owens good. I mean, Leona did a great job getting me on a call. She called me with, hey, I didn't see you log on the call. I was just calling to see, did you know about this Justin Owens call? I said, oh, I didn't. She got me on the call. Guys, I'm not too big to where I miss things. I mean, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful and thankful that my leader, my Platinum 2000 loading, hey, called me to get me on the call because she's looking out for me. That's excellent promotion. And as soon as she told me, guess what? I'm sending it out to my folks. But that is the next step that we're missing, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to plug up the holes that I've been missing, and that I want to relay it to you and be transparent. Is that we should be calling our people, okay? Calling them. Let's get out of the just shoot them a text, hoping and praying they get on. Because like most of us, just like you may miss a text, and then sometimes I miss it. I'm like, oh man, it's 30 minutes into the presentation. I missed it because my phone was over there. But when you call me, I pick it up. Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but this amazing call is on. I really suggest that you get on this. It's so. They're talking about doing some, making some extra money in your trading account. Bet I'm on. And the more that you do that, the more growth that you're going to have in your team. Okay, the second part is non-income producer is trading. You should be trading. Okay. But here's the thing: once you learn and you've gone through the academy and all that, you shouldn't be, all day trading. Okay. You don't want to overdo it because you can burn yourself out. Now honestly, for me, I really spend more, only less than 30 minutes a day I'm trading because I have my set time. I know what I'm looking for. I'm in and out. If everything looks good, my currency strength meter, this and that, I'm in and out, get my trade, or I just put in a couple trades, or I put in some swipe trades or swipe coin trades and I let it go. It doesn't take me but a couple minutes to put the trade in and I don't have to stare at it. I should go right back to my 80% income producing activity. Okay. You're not letting your trading overtake you. Setting up your e-commerce store. I'm doing that. I know Antoinette's doing it. She's doing it. I know some of y'all are doing it. Well, great. I have a set time where, yeah, I dedicate when I'm not doing the income producing, I'm working on some stuff with the store. I'm slowly putting that together. Okay. Going live on social media. This is another supportive role. You need to be live on social media. You need to. Okay. Point blank. Because I tell people, this is the biggest billboard, the freest billboard that you can have. People are crying, oh, I don't know how to market it. You have a billboard at your computer. Do you understand when you post something, you got not only your 300-400 friends, but you got the friends of those friends and the friends of those friends. Do you see how that works? And so you just got to post. Somebody's going to get it. We put a YouTube out. We did this out. Guess what? Katrina Welch found me. I don't know how she found me. She found me. She said I was looking around. You and I know there's hundreds of chairmans out there. There's hundreds of other leaders out there that she could have fell with, but somehow she found me. But if I never put the YouTube out, if I never been promoting, if I never put it, and then guess what? She's in my funnel. So she found me. Then she, found my page. Then she ended up in my funnel. Because she's like, hey, I got another email from you. Guess what? She's in my automated email list. And so she's going to keep getting it until when? Guess what? She's going to keep getting it until she signs up. I told Katrina, I said, look, you're going to keep getting those things until you sign up. All right. I think I got about a good dozen or so of those coming. Until you opt out or you sign up, they're going to keep on coming. And so, but that's part of the social media part. Okay. And then, of course, reading books and working on your personal development. Okay. One thing that I've learned, because I've been in network marketing for a long time, guys, I've been in over 20 years. I've been in. And so from the very beginning, I'm an old schooler when it comes to that. I came in the Amway business. And let me tell you something, for those of you who've been in the Amway business or ever heard of the Amway business, we used to have cassette tapes, right? They were little white cassette tapes. And we would pay a monthly shipping, and they would ship us our favorite speakers. And we would select which speakers that we want. So just imagine you would have a David M. Ete cassette, you'd have a Justin Owens, you'd have a Dr. Jewel Tankard, and it would come. And what we use it for is we would listen to it. I made my car a university, I would pop it in, and everywhere I drove, I just had all these cassettes in my car and I'm playing it. And then if I recruited somebody, I would give it to them when we use it for personal development. So when, let's say a person says, man, I have a problem with invites. Hold on, I go to my trunk. I was looking like one of those little record dudes, like selling records. You know how they pop your trunk? Hold up, I got a CD for you. Hold up. I pop my trunk up, and then I would go and I had a big case of cassettes, and I would have them all labeled. Like that was our activity. We knew to label them, inviting, this, that, and then I had it in sections. So I'd be like, ooh, this is a good inviting. Look, you can't keep it. I need you to listen to it. I'm gonna get it back from you on Friday. That's how and then I'd write a little list, kind of like the library, right, to check out who I got my thing, and I would collect my tapes back. That's just how personal development was. But I would wear them tapes out. Sometimes I'd buy the same tapes over again until it popped. Okay. But what I learned from that, guys, is that my income can only go as high as my mental capacity. Okay. My income can only go as high as my mental capacity, period. So just like some of you didn't know about investing, okay? Or maybe you knew about it, but you didn't know how to get into it. So you were kind of limited on the investment side. Didn't mean you weren't making money, but you were limited in that side until you got into the investing. Now, guess what? Now it opened up a whole nother tier level of investing. Now you're like, man, I went from investing and trading to now, what are some of us doing? We're now into Bitcoin. We're doing Bitcoin stock. We're doing oil. We're investing in gold. We're owning these things because it just opened us up because of our personal development. So now your income goes in direct correlation to where you're going. So the more knowledge that you get, the more personal development you get, your income is going to follow you. I mean, we can talk about how smart and dumb people are. I hear it all the time on the news. They're talking about Cuomo as the mayor. He's stupid. He's doing it. That dude is rich. And he's the governor of one of the most powerful states in the world. And so, yeah, he may not always sound like he's the smartest dude, but trust me, he's there because of his intelligence. Okay. You may not even like Trump. And yes, he may not be the most professional dude, but he's not a billionaire and made it to president being dumb. He he built his way up there to at least be considered. See, that's the thing. Are you being considered for that success? Okay. And so that's where the personal development comes in. And that's why it's so important. Of course, we're recommending that book that we're all on, the Brian Carruthers Building an Empire. And so excellent book. That's what Wanda Webb went through today. Guys, I really suggest that you get into that. And then, of course, GoPro is one of my books to go through. And of course, I know you ladies are going through the GoPro program. Okay. You have to learn this industry. Now, that's one thing I said going last week is if you're going to delve into this industry, if you're going to stay in the lake of networking, don't be in the lake and don't know how to paddle the boat. Don't be in here and you don't know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and learn the industry. Learn what the water is all about. Learn what the waves do. Learn how the tide goes in and out. And so what I'm saying is you should study the network marketing business like any other career that you're in. I think me and Katrina were talking earlier, and she studied as being a paralegal and stuff. Well, guess what? Her learning that field, she had to learn the industry. You learn what attorneys say and do. You learn how it works. You learn how the law system works. See, you don't just say, well, I'm just being a paralegal, start doing paperwork, and that's it. And you don't understand the field. You see? And so it's no different. You come here, the only difference is you don't have to start a brick and mortar business, but you still have to do all the business activities that any other business entrepreneur has to do. Okay. You don't necessarily have to get a degree in business to run a network marketing business, but you do need to be studying as if you have some sort of certification. You can't just come in here with no knowledge, because if you do, your progress is very, very slow. Okay. So make it a point to go ahead and get everything that you can to learn about network marketing, and you'll find out that you will float through this pretty well. Okay. So that's when I want to go there. So now, here's the next thing: game planning session. This is something that I admit to you guys, I started this 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I did it for the first 100 people that I started. And then for some reason, as I got bigger, as I started going through my ups and downs of the business, I stopped. I think I got focused on my trading, and I got focused on just getting people in and really trying to, I was by myself doing the Monday nights. I was doing trainings. I was doing new member startups. I was doing it all myself. And so I got away from the game planning because it just took too much time. But what I found out is, look, this is something really big, because this will help us to guide people in the right direction. And we kind of have a pulse with them to follow them along the way, so that when they make a shift, we kind of know why the shift is being made. All right. So a game planning session is something that I would suggest bringing back. So what is that? It's actually one of the first things we got to start implementing is speaking to our customers to find out what are they looking for to accomplish financially. It's our job to help them as their coach and their mentor. Okay. And then, of course, like it says here, one of the tools to help them get there is to suggest working a compensation plan. So for instance, Katrina doesn't know yet, but as soon as she's started and, she comes out of this training, I'm going to get with her tomorrow and we're going to plan, a small game planning session. And I want to know her to know what her financial goals are. Well, how much would you like to make a week? How much would you like to make a month? Well, here's the options on how we can get there. You can get there. Hold on. We can get there, through trading, but it may take a little bit because there's some pieces that you got to learn, or we can get there through, through building. And so I'm not going to pressure her on it. I'm just going to let her decide, well, how soon does she want to get to that goal and which option works for her. It may be a combination of both. It may be just this and then that later. Or maybe I may start here and double back here. I don't determine that. She determines that. I'm just here as the coach to find out how to get you the results that you want. So when you have that conversation, you start building with the person like, hey, they do care about my well-being, because if I help her accomplish her goal, my goal is automatically met. If I accomplish her goal, my goal is automatically met. That's just how it works. Okay. And so that's what we want to start doing. And the game plans, it does not have to be long. I've always kept them pretty short. It's usually maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. And it's really a combination of getting them started with their demo and everything, and then I'm talking to them about their game plan in the middle of it. That's the only switch that you got to do. You still help your person get started, getting their demo, getting their first trade in, but in the meantime, you have a discussion. Well, look, now that we're putting this in, I'm helping you put in your trade. What is it that you like to do financially? Like, what made you decide to join, and what are your financial goals? What would you like to make a week? Well, I'd like to pay off, a couple bills. I'm trying to leave my job. I'm trying to replace my income. Okay, well, what's that look at? How much of an income are you trying to replace? Well, I make about 5 grand at my job. If I can make 5 to 7 grand here, I like that. Okay, cool. Well, how soon would you like to accomplish that? Well, and you hear the comment, well, as soon as possible. Okay. Well, look, it's going to take a little bit of time with your trading. We're going to start with your demo. It's going to take a couple weeks. That's cool. How much time are you willing to dedicate to doing this? Well, I'm about to put a few hours to it. Cool. How soon do you need to get to your goal? Well, I'd like to be done by March. Okay, cool. Well, look, we can do that. Well, we're going to start you here. We're going to do that. Now, I'm going to tell you that we could partner together. And look, if you introduce it to a couple people, you can add this to your income. Okay. You had 12 people, it could be an extra $600 a month. That's not going to, do everything, but that can help you get to your goal. Of course, if it gets bigger, get to a 30 people, that could be an extra $1,000. And now we got $4,000 to start working toward your goal. That could be a residual part. And then let's work on your trading. And so we work on our trading. And it's up to her, how fast or slow she wants to go. But at least she has a game plan. And at least hey, this is what her goal is. And she's trying to get there. So then when her trading maybe isn't going like she wants to, or maybe it's going ahead of plan, now I can touch base with her again and say, hey, look, where are we now that we're 60 days in? Oh man, I'm loving this trading and stuff. But now I got a few people asking me about it because I'm doing so good. Really? Okay, that sounds cool. All right, so where we want to go now? Well, you know what? I'm thinking about I may want to try to, share it with somebody. Well, look, you're already like a platinum 600. You're only making $600 a month. If we can get a few other people, you can get this 2,000. And actually, if we can get you to 225, that's an extra 5,000. So your trading's on point. If we start sharing and help those people, look, you can get here to platinum 5,000, again 5,000. We now are on track to hitting your April goal or your March goal that you said. So now it's up to you. What do you want to do? I can help you. See, that's how you connect and you start that partnership with your with your business partners, and then you start, growing. But you got to meet their needs. You got to go ahead and put their goals first. Okay. All right. The launch. All right. Now, the launch is, as I say here, every customer we enroll must launch into our culture. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or but. This is how we do it. And a launch is same thing, 100 names. Actually, that's what I had. I'm sorry. I think I switched it around. Well, I'll go on the next part. Actually, let me go on the next part. No, that's it. I skipped over. Okay, cool. So 100 names list. Okay. That's what I want to talk about. Everyone we start as a customer should be creating a list of 50 to 100 names as our doorway to building your team. Now, one thing, like I said, Katrina talked about, hey, it was the approach on how we came in. Okay. The approach is, I'm not here to drill you about, building, but what I am going to do is we're going to talk to you about scholarship in your program. Okay. We want our customers to have at least an option to take advantage of the scholarship. Why? Because guess what? That takes the pressure of their monthly payment off of their head. Okay. Now they can really concentrate on the learning process. But at the meantime, look, we want to build. And so what we want to do is work with the people that may want to build now. You may not want to build. Okay. But guess what? Somebody that may want to build because their needs are different. You may need to make $5,000 by March, but they need to make $5,000 by December. You may make $5,000 in March, but they got to make $5,000 by the end of December because their rent's due. And maybe they have a different motivation. And so that's what happens as we start working from list to list to list. And so what we do is we create the list and then we're going to go launch them. Okay, we're going to launch them. And launch them is, instead of taking my time and talking to every, 50 people one by one by one by one, we compound our time. We leverage our time by having what? Either a home presentation, or because of coronavirus, we can't do that. Then we do a Zoom call and we put the people on and they pick what they want to do. Again, our approach is we explain the opportunity, we answer questions, and we also share the compensation plan, and we let people decide where they want to go. Because truly, you don't know what their intention is. You don't know how much money they need to make and how soon they need to make it. And all you have is you have the golden egg to hopefully answer or solve their problem. That's why they're connected with you. There's somebody each and every day right now, as we're on this call, somebody's laying in their bed praying because they just got a notice from their job that it's going to stop in about another month or two, or that they're going to stop for Christmas, or this lockdown is going to go ahead and shut them out of their job. Maybe they have a restaurant and the restaurant's going to close down, and they are praying, saying, please, Lord, let something come my way where I can be home and make an income. And here you go, you call them, and it's nothing big. It's very simple. You just say, hey, look, I don't know, if you know anybody, but I just want to say, do you know anybody who'd like their bills paid for Christmas? What you mean? Me? I need it. Well, I mean, are you sure? I'm just running. But yeah, well, look, I just started, something right now. I don't even know, if it'll work for you. But look, I got a short video. Check it out. If it's something that you like, let's get together. Or look, I got an exclusive call, with some people that's talking about how to get their bills paid by the end of the year. It's at 8 o'clock. Can you be my guest on there and just listen to some information? Sure. No problem. See, no pressure, because they have a need. You have the answer to the need. And this is how, in our spiritual realm, this is how we work. This is where purpose comes from. This is where we get, where we're blessing to somebody else, because we have an answer. Okay. And somebody's looking for that answer. Okay. And so last thing here is, it's a list, building a list, just someone who's willing to do it. It's a list is a good indication to see if that person is teachable and coachable. So go back. I want all of you, there's a lot of us that haven't asked anybody for a list, because I haven't for a long time. Okay. And so I kind of abandoned that because I felt like, well, I don't really want to pressure anybody. And you're not pressuring. The thing is, it's a requirement. If I'm going to come to your job to work, you're going to tell me, look, you're going to have to fill out this paperwork. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to take a P test. You're going to have to take this, and then we can start you. Well, what am I going to do? I ain't taking no P test. What you talking about? That's part of our process. Hey, can you do that? Okay. I mean, the person came because they have a need to fulfill. Why would they not be compliable with you? Why would they not comply? Especially if you're not forcing. The thing is, hey, here's how we get started. And we actually have in the TWB Fast Start. I hope all of you have that. That's one of the steps. Step number 5 is to call your upline to go ahead and do a launch. And so you got to create the names to do the launch. And so you say, hey, look, I'm just here to help you to go ahead and get your payment waived. Let's go ahead and make a list of 50 to 100 names, because we're going to be using that here in the future, so we can go ahead and get your education waived. They should say okay. But if they bucking you, that's okay. I mean, again, you're not going to force anybody, but that's a mental note to let you know, hey, maybe they're not as teachable as you thought right now. Okay. Doesn't mean that they won't be, but you want to put them to the side and you want to revisit that. Okay. As you continue to help them and they continue to go through the academy, you'll call them up. Hey, look, just want to see when we can launch you to go ahead and waive your monthly fee. Did you make your list out yet? And then if you keep on asking in a nice fashion and no pressure, guess what? Eventually people are like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this, because I really do want to waive my fee. That is the process. Let me be compliable. And they do it. And that helps us to grow. Okay. It helps us to grow as an organization. All right. And now, of course, the launch. The launch is where you launch into our culture. Okay. Not tiptoe into our culture. Okay. It builds excitement, instant momentum into your business. People are excited. And if you remember, that's how, Leona, maybe you could talk about it. That's how you went from 600 to 2,000, wasn't it? Or almost to 2,000. You're at 2. I expect you're 2,000.
I I will be here in a minute. But
Absolutely.
yeah, so that was the other thing. That and three-way calls. Those two are what actually pushed me to 1,000 faster because I got it in less than 60 days.
Less than 60 days. All we did was tweak that one little thing. We just started launching instead of just plugging people and just trying to introduce them. Oh, okay, just get plugged in and whatever. No, we launched. And then you saw we were putting flyers in there like what, every other day, right? Launch party for him, launch party for him, launch party for him. Okay. So that was a thing there, plus the three-way. So that's what we want to do. We want to launch. And like I said, you must schedule a launch within 72 hours. Of course, on the TWB, I say within 48 hours. It's a 48-hour fast start, but you want to do that. But it has to go this way, guys. You have to help the person do their demo, put in their first trade, because they need to believe in what they sign up for. They need to know it works. They're not going to feel comfortable sharing with anybody if they don't feel that something works. That's just human nature. That's just how we're designed. That's just how it is. So if you can do that quickly, if you can get them on their first day, set them up on the first day, and then go ahead and schedule their launch. If it's the second day, do it on the second day, schedule their launch. Try not to wait 3, 4, 5 days, because I'm telling you, if you don't get them connected, they're going to go cold, and then they're going to start to say, you know what? This ain't, I was excited yesterday, but shoot, ain't nobody helping me. I don't really know where to go. Yes, I started everything, but they said they were going to help me. You know what? Maybe this ain't where I need to be. And now you're pulling teeth for them to do a launch or to make a list or to do anything. It's like you gotta open up the carpet first for them to step in. Okay. And so as their coach, you have to press hard to get that done. That's the follow up. When I'm telling you guys the follow up, that's what the follow up is. The follow up is getting people started and then having a launch. And that's where that pinnacle part is that we really do need to find a nice, kind, respectful way to say, okay, I've done for you. I've helped you. I've helped you get started. I've helped you guide you. I helped you get your first trades in. Now all I'm asking is that we launch you. Okay. Can you reciprocate with that? And if they do, great. You got a great relationship to build upon there because everybody wins in this scenario. Okay. And so that's why I want to go there. So now, personal development, I kind of talked about it, but I just want to close this and we're about to finish up real quick. Is what are you listening to? Okay. Yeah, I love listening to my music. Y'all hear that, do so. I do listen to a lot of my music, but guess what? I'm listening to personal development stuff. I'm listening on YouTube. I'm listening on a CD or a download MP3. I'm listening. What are you reading? Are you reading something? A lot of times, why we're stagnant, why we don't feel like it's happening for us, is we're not reading anything. Sometimes we're stuck. Now, I admit I'm stuck at times where I don't really know where to go, but that's why I get on a Rise and Profit call, because then I'll hear somebody like Wanda Webb, I hear somebody like Carl Wilkins, I hear somebody like Randy, I hear somebody like Jazz, and they'll say something that unlocks my stagnation and be like, that was it. But see, if I wasn't plugging in to that personal development, I would miss the keys that I need to take this to the next level. And then I'm stuck in this spot of inactivity and non-productiveness. And then guess what? Eventually I either get frustrated and quit, or I just stay in that same place. Okay. What's your team reading, watching, and listening to? Okay. I know you guys as leaders, but what is your team watching? Are you promoting something to them? Probably not if you're not watching or reading anything. I know Leona talks about she's promoted with her team. Great. What about your people? What about the one person? Have you had a conversation with the one person? That's, hey, I'm still here to help you. Hey, I suggest maybe you might want to read this. Trading in the Zone. If you want somebody who wants something to read it versus trading in the zone. It's a good book to read. Okay. It's personal development, obviously. There's tons of books. On our TWB Fast Start, we have a link of free PDFs. I have, I don't know, 20, 30 books that are free personal development books that you can go ahead and listen to. I mean, audio books, excuse me, not PDF. They're audio books. So I have free audio books that you can go ahead and plug into. All right. So that is a great place to start there. Okay. And then what Zoom calls are you and your team attending together? See, that's crucial right there. Together. I say that together because I'm gonna tell you, when I get on a Rise and Profit, I understand most of you work them day, so some of you can't make it. But when there's a nightly call, I'm looking. I'm like, well, who's on the call? Okay, well, why aren't they plugged in? Well, what's going on? And so when I hear a person that says they're not progressing in their business or progressing with their trading, it's usually going to come to, well, what are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you watching? To me, if you're watching a go live, we can talk about how educators may not resonate with you, but honestly, I have never, since I've been in, I have not watched any educator for more than maybe 2 or 3 weeks and not progressed in my trading. I've just never like stayed where, oh, I'm just losing trades. What happens is when anytime I felt like I was in a slump in my trading, it's because I backed away from my go live. Maybe that's not you, that's me. I feel, oh, I got this. Let me just do it. And then I back away. I don't want to watch any videos go live. I'm just going to keep doing it. And then I was winning. I get on a little losing streak. Man, let me get back in my go live. As soon as I get back in my go live, winning. Oh, I got this. Back up. I'm losing again. I gained $3,000. I'm down 1,500. Get back in the go live. Boom, 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 boom. And then I finally got it. Keep your behind in the go live. Why are you stopping? Just keep it going. You're winning every time you're in there. It's either I'm learning something, I'm following something, or I got a trade idea, something. And it keeps me focused. It keeps me on the winning. It gives me that extra edge, and it gives me that validation. Because when Kim Torres says, hey, look, the market's moving funny right now, so don't try to get into that, then I'll be like, I knew that. But if I missed the go live or haven't been on for a while, guess what? I missed what she said, and my little behind in there. Oh, I got this. Boom, I lose. And then I'm like, man, what did I do wrong? Man, this trading ain't working. No, you're not working because you're not back into the go live. Okay. So what Zoom calls are you on, and what's your team, plugging into? The reason that some of our people are falling off is, one, they're just going to fall off. There's nothing you can do about it. Every business in the world has a slippage or retention issues, but there's a small percent. 1% of your team is going to fall off regardless. There's nothing on the planet you could do about that. But what you can do is you can work on promoting calls. You can work on checking on your people. You see, these are some of the things that you're doing. When you get somebody in, and I'm guilty of it, I get somebody in, I help them with putting their first trades. I put them on a Monday night call. I check in with them about 2-3 times, and then boom, I'm putting in like 4 or 5 other people. So I've kind of forgot about that person because I felt like, well, man, I got them set up right. They should be on cruise control. But then I hadn't checked in within 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at my back office, and then guess what? Their payment comes due. They hadn't been winning any trades. And next thing you know, I'm wondering, like, I might get a call, or maybe I won't get a call. I get a decline report, and I'll be like, hey, what's going on? I'm just checking on you and your trading. Well, I've been losing trades for the last 3 weeks. What happened? But see, I shouldn't have missed out that far. Now, does that mean that I call them every day? Absolutely not. Once a week, once every other week? Yeah, you should. How's your trading going? That's all. Just real quick. Text them. How's your trading going? They'll tell you. When they winning, trust me, they're going to tell you, oh, man, I'm killing it. Oh, my God. Let me send you a snapshot. Look. I had 300 the other day, 400 the other day, 600,000 the other day. When they losing, they'll tell you that too. Man, I've been doing so hot, man. Matter of fact, man, I don't understand all this red coming up, man. How y'all be making money? Like, and then I got to hear because I hadn't been checking in. But then I haven't seen them on a Monday night call. I haven't seen them on a Rise and Profit call. I hadn't seen them on Justin Owens trade. I haven't seen them on a Someway's trade. I hadn't seen them on a Zoom, on a Go Live. And so now you wonder why we're doing that. But remember, there's always going to be people that they're just going to quit regardless. Their money hits them. They don't handle money like you do. They don't just say, you know what, maybe I can buckle down and borrow it. They be like, no, I'm just going to drop it. Shouldn't have got it in the first place. Nothing you can do about that. But you're going to keep working with the people that want to be worked with. And you keep calling and checking on them every so often. Because that little part right there is what will keep your customers. Okay? Remember, they duplicate your team. Remember, they duplicate what you do, and your team is always silently watching. I know y'all watch me. I know that all the time. Look, Leona ain't had to say nothing. I knew Leona would be watching me when I'm on the, because guess what? When I did it, when I was late on a Rise and Profit call, she didn't see me. Guess what she did? She called me. Hey, Chairman, where you at? They watching, y'all. They're watching. And they're watching because they respect you. They're watching because you're their coach. They're watching because you're their mentor. So you can't quit. You can't stop. You really can't afford to say you have a bad week. As a coach and a leader, you got to keep it going because that will resonate. That's part of your affirmation. You want to be a chairman, you want to be a platinum 1000, you want to be platinum 600, you want to be all that. Well, you're saying that affirmation, they're watching you and they duplicate. That can be a good thing in this business. It's great because if you pour the right things in, then the right things duplicate. When you start putting the bad things in, the bad things duplicate. So that can win for you or it could hurt you. But the great thing is, even if you were doing things wrong, when you switch it to right, the right things change and duplicate too. So it can be saved. So no matter where you are in your organization right now, don't think, oh, I'm a failure. I missed it. I'm frustrated. No, you take these things that are before you, go ahead and start working on them because it's just like good eating. When you start eating right, you feel better. And then your body will go through a change. Well, when you start changing what you're doing, it duplicates through your organization. Okay. When you up your activity, look how surprising your team ups their activity. When you slow down, guess what? Your team slows down. If you can find a good middle pace, your team will click at a middle pace. Okay. And so those are the things right there. Last thing is social media, and I'll close it out. If you're not posting on social media, you're missing the boat. That's what we're learning. You're missing the boat. You're missing out on dollars. Because I'm out on social media, that's how, Katrina found me. Okay. And so what I did for me personally is I made sure that I don't have I Am Master Academy on my profile. I used to have that. I'm a Forex trader. And you know what I kept finding? That's how I get all these Bitcoin mining people keep sending me requests and stuff that I don't know. You know what I've realized? Because I got Forex trader on there. And then, when I'm trying to prospect people and I'm piquing their interest, they immediately, like always, they go straight to your page. Oh, I see you're a Forex trader. I already did that. Okay, cool. Which it didn't hurt me because I never had I Am Mastery on there. But what I decided to do is I switched it and I used one of these terms. And here's why. Because it changed now the focus of what I'm looking for. At the end of the day, we want to build a business, right? We made the decision that I want to build a team. Why? Because there's $750,000 on the table that I could potentially get. I'm in the drawing for $750,000 a month. That's what happens when you make the decision to build. You now entered into the drawing. So now I want the best options to win the drawing. Well, how do I do that? By creating my environment to help me get there. So now I switched from Forex trader, and here's some things to put. I brand myself as a business consultant, business coach, franchise consultant, financial coach. Okay. And so what that does is when people are checking you out, it gives them the idea that, hey, this person is about business and they're going to talk to me about business, because that's what sharing the opportunity is. The Forex, the crypto, the e-commerce, that's just the products and services within the business that you're sharing. That's it. Those are just the processes. Those are just the things inside the business. What you're really wanting to do is sell or talk to a person about expanding a business. That's what you're really trying to do. So when I attract you on here on social media and you join me, my question is, hey, you ever thought about having your own business or franchising yourself or whatever? Yeah. What are you talking about? Well, look, I have a business that talks about financial markets, trading the financial markets and having an e-commerce business. Okay. And so I'm looking for people who would like to open up their own franchise. Really? I'd like some more information on that. Great. I'd like to give you some more information. So you shoot them a video, get them on a three-way. Or you shoot them a video, they want more information, you put them on a presentation. Put them on a three-way. Either way, there's a three-way always, and you expose them to something. You expose them to the, and here's the thing, you don't do the talking, you let the tool do the talking. Okay? You don't do the talking, you let the tool do it. Don't explain what Forex is, don't explain e-commerce, don't explain, you let a video explain it, or you let a presentation explain it. Now, if you explain it, it's because you got them on your presentation. That's one of those income producing things, a one-on-one or a two-on-one. Okay? Hey, I like some information. Well, you know what? I love to do a one-on-one. You have a few minutes? You free for next time? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. Here's my Zoom. Let me go ahead. And guess what? You're showing a presentation. That's what you do. You show the presentation. Okay. Um, I suggest let's start having business building conversations and talking about how to get your bills paid off for the season, or ways to diversify your income through financial investments like trading and e-commerce. See, that's what I want to trade now. We've been having, Leona, everybody, we've been having great conversations on trading. Do you want to be a trader? But we're not coupling it with, do you want to be a business owner? Difference, because now this is what Wanda Webb had talked about. That's where I got it from. Is we're kind of giving people the okie doke when we're talking about trading. They come in to be a trader, and we turn around, hey, do you want to get all your friends signed up? Hey, you want to go ahead and get to be a chairman tomorrow? They're like, wait a minute, bro, you ain't even. I'm talking about being a trader. Where does this all come from? But when we have the conversations about business building, or having a bit, or being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, or diversifying your income by through a business, now the people are like, whoa, okay, I'm down with that. How do I do that? Well, look, we have the tools to trade. We have the tools to do e-commerce. That's the tools that we have. But we're going to show you how to franchise your business. And we're going to find other business partners. So I'm down with that. Yeah, show me that. So you still do all the same things. You will still start their demo. You help them with the first trade. You plug them in. But guess what? Now there's a bigger emphasis on the launch, because they're willing. They want to. That's where you'll get better results. They now aren't fighting you to do the 100-name list. Now they're putting 200 names on a list. Now they're putting 300 names on a list, because guess what? They're in the business mode, because that's what you approach them with. Okay. And so we must change our intentions from looking for traders to looking for business partners. Business partners. Okay, guys. And so these are the things that, the adjustments I've made. These are things that, I knew about, but I wanted to go ahead and reiterate to you guys and pull it all together. And so you can really start closing out the end of this year on the right path. And so that we can have an explosion going into 2021. I promise you, people will have New Year's resolutions. People are wanting to leave their jobs because they're getting laid off from their jobs, but they want to do a business. They want to go ahead and get into the business world. And so that's what you're offering. You're offering a business that caters to the financial markets and e-commerce. That's what you're doing. Not just talking about being a trader, that's filling a position. Okay. We're talking about building business relationships. And when we start having social media talks like that, having lives like that, having presentations like that, well, then you start kind of working that in. You still give all the information on trading. We still want our customers to be well versed in that, but we also want to attract the business person also. So with that being said, does anybody have any questions, any comments on the training for tonight? I just want to kind of touch base on it. Did you guys get something out of this? Yes, no, maybe so. Y'all see?
I did. Most definitely, I did.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir, sure did.
Okay. All right. What y'all get? So I'm not gonna let
Yeah.
you lie with that. Then name one thing that really stuck with you. How about that?
Well, I mean, I want to say it was very excellent. As far as I didn't just get one thing, I was actually got more than one thing. Some things that I would say that stuck out to me, that sort of resonated with me, was set realistic. When you're talking to you know your team, set realistic goals. Each goal is going to have a skill set that you must learn and know. So with that, you were saying pretty much, when you are, any particular goal that you set, it's going to require you to, it's a personal development that's going to have to take place. And then edifying each other builds that trust. And what that means, when you're doing those three ways, you are, it's not just you're blowing each other, pumping each other up, but with what's happening in that process is the person that you are prospecting, they're trusting, you're building their trust. If they don't know who you are, they don't know what they're about to head into. You're building their trust in each individual. So when you talk, so when you edify each other, that person now it's got that trust builds. And now you're at a point now when you're talking to the person, they're at attention because they're like, okay, I'm talking to someone that I can actually, they have credibility. You just giving them credibility. And then focusing on the character of a person versus being would help you to connect more with them, which was good, what you were saying when you talking about individuals. And I got a lot of notes. I'm gonna let somebody else talk, but I wrote down a lot of notes because it was you had a lot of nuggets coming through. I kept like, oop, that's good. Oop, that's good. Oh, let me do that. Let me write that. But yeah, so it's a lot of. I got like 4 pages of notes. So
go ahead, Jamie.
So yeah, so I'm gonna let somebody else speak, but I'm gonna have to like meditate. When I take notes, I have to like meditate on them because it's like you got to see what it was speaking to you in your certain situation, so how you can apply it to actually you. So when I take notes, I do that. I have to it's like migration. You got to sort of like marinate it. Put that marinated sauce on there so it can sort of resonate with you. What you need to do.
Sauce, okay. Jamie, what's your affirmation? Can you say your affirmation for me?
I am so happy and grateful now that I am a poppin' P1000. That's my goal right now, P1000. So yeah, so definitely
ma'am, you need to add that rest of that stuff on there. Come on, let's do it all the way right. Let's go.
I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a P1000 on December, in December, I'm gonna say in December, in the I Am Academy, and now that's just it. Did I say everything right, Chairman?
No, I don't know. Go back to this. I need a review.
Hey. You were close.
Yeah,
I wrote it down. Let me go back to my
notes. Yes, go through it.
Okay. Well, I said I am so happy and grateful now that I am a P1000 in the I Am Master Academy I'm just gonna say in December because I'm not gonna put a certain date because it could be December or sooner. So I'll just do it I'll say it like that, and I'm gonna keep it sort of in that realm.
December 2020 or 21.
Okay, that's good. December 2020. 2020.
That's what we claiming.
Okay, December 2020. Yes.
Playing with me over there. Okay. And I'm gonna get you, Anna, because you just looking all so good with your glasses. See all the folks with the glasses and stuff. And do you have an affirmation?
So I got the affirmation that you wrote, but what really stuck with me, so the Clarks make fun of me because I'm like, squirrel, here. But my brain is a 6-lane highway 24/7, and it's hard. I have to do multitask to hone in on one thing. It's really weird. But I liked it when you said my income can only go as high as my mental capacity. If that is the case, my income needs to shoot up drastically because I'm that meme at night when you lay down because you had such an exhausting day. I can't shut my brain up because it's like, what's the square root of 4,001,000? You know what I'm saying? My brain is always thinking and going down rabbit holes of trying, well, if this don't work, this is my counteractive plan. And then I'm going to throw this one in there. And now I'm going to do this. And now I'm going to do that. And that's just how my brain thinks. So now having the goal of the 7-stream income that we learned from Dr. Kathy. Is that Dr. Kathy? Yeah. And I'm not gonna put labels on myself and say that I'm antisocial, I just prefer
Thank you.
to be left alone. So, to my preference to be left alone. So, my challenge with your 100 name list is to try to at least make a 30 name list, and actually, instead of just making the list, try to approach one person a day for 30 days. I gotta commit when I'm gonna do that. It's in my mind,
Okay.
think of it, then I just gotta work myself up to actually make it happen. So, but that was what was really big with me, is because my mind can take things there. And honestly, like a couple days ago, I had a long conversation with one of my aunties about all the things that are in my head. Sometimes I just have to talk to someone that I feel that understands me and get them out and be like, am I crazy? Like, that's attainable. I'm not a genius, like I can do that, right? You know what I'm saying? So um that's my big goal right now, is making my income match this brain and this wonderful big head of mine.
All right. All right. Awesome. I like that. Okay. Who else got some 2 cents? And I know Queen probably sleep. It's early over there and stuff. So, Charity.
Hey, hold on, Shawn. Can we
No
do
way.
something though? Can we do something real quick?
Yeah.
Can we get Antoinette to put that in the affirmation?
Mm,
Yes.
yes.
Listen, this y'all
Okay.
don't understand. This stuff is real.
Yeah.
Like, it works. I'm a firm believer of it. I'm a product of it. So if you put it in the affirmation and you say that every day, what you just said, that your goal, whatever your goal is, then you say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am able, or I have talked to one person every single day for the month of December off of my list.
Let me write that down.
Get it to the coach. You heard
Because my first 30-day goal, me and Mr. Clark been talking, because I've been very bad. So my first 30-day goal now is for 30 days. I'm committed. So I can do whatever I want to in my demo. But for 30 days, I'm no longer allowed to put in any trades outside of Coca.
I'm so happy and grateful now that every single trade that I put in from Gold Cup hits take profit in a month of, well, for the next 30 days.
Yeah, because I've been very bad. So I'm not allowed. And for me, if I could do it for 30 days, anything's possible, because I just told y'all how my brain goes. So if I could do it for 30 days, the sky's the limit after that.
So there you go. You got two right there. Don't write them down, Miss Antoinette, and say them.
Get him, Coach L. I love it. I love it. Okay. Queen.
Okay. I'm wide awake.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much,
Let me hear your
Shawn.
affirmation, Queen.
Okay. Let me read it. Else, am I muted? Okay. Okay. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a P1000 in IM Mastery Academy in December 2020 or sooner.
Awesome. 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 Say it one more time for me. I'm missing my daughter. Tell me good night. Say it one more time.
Okay, I am so happy and grateful now that I am a P1000 in IM Mastery Academy in December or sooner.
Okay.
In December 31st.
Oh, okay. I was going
Okay,
to
or
ask you. I
sooner.
need a date. I need a date. I need a
Yes.
date.
Yeah, December
2020 or 2021?
2020.
Come on, y'all. Put them
20.
years on there.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Shawn. And one thing I pick out of this, which I've been doing each day I get out of the house. I know it's been very busy for me in the last 1 month, but I try to read my audiobooks. And one book I've been reading lately is The Gorilla Mindset, and it has really shifted my thinking. So yes, the kind of things we read and we listen to really affect our income. Yeah, I got that from what you said. Let me just go through what I wrote down. Okay, and the income producing activity. Um, okay, maybe I should put it in affirmation. Okay, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'll speak to one person. At least, I mean, I'll put one. I'll get on the two. Is it 2-on-1? 2-on-1 call daily. Did I get that right, Leona?
Yes,
Did I
ma'am.
get my affirmation? Did I get my affirmation right?
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
But for
Okay.
how long?
Yeah. So I want to do that daily now
Okay.
till the end of December. December 31st. Yeah. Even on Christmas Day, I still want to talk to somebody. Yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Miss Bobby. Miss Bobby available? I'll come up to Miss Bobby. Miss Charity.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go. Okay. How you doing, Miss Bobby? You okay? I know you're handling business over there. You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just had to step away for a minute, but I'm okay.
I understand. Okay. Do you have an affirmation by any chance?
Of course.
Woo, get it, Miss Bobby.
I am so happy and grateful that I am a P2000 by December 20th, on or before December 20th, 2020.
Ooh.
Okay?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the youngster of the group right there. That's what I love. Thank you. Miss Bobby, is there something that you got this evening? Anything that kind of resonated with you?
Oh, everything. Really. It's a lot when you really look at it, but hey, I can see that it's all necessary to accomplish, and I'm growing, but yeah, I appreciate what all you went through tonight, and I want to listen to that more times because that's a lot of information.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you.
Not a problem. I appreciate you too, Miss Bobby. Okay. I'm not gonna hold everybody long, but I'm gonna go with Charity. Almost got out of it. Charity.
Okay, so I have a few things. I'm a little different with some of it, but for me, I will say that I do know myself, and I am glad that I did stick with it. I would definitely say when I signed up that I was very, very busy. I understand that, you know, we all say that, hey, no one's too busy. You can always do this, but hey, everyone's schedule is different. But I didn't give up. I did tell myself that, hey, no matter what, I'm going to do this. And I have been doing it. I may have been slow at getting it as far as, actually, sitting down and say, hey, here's what we're going to do. And I've been doing that. I'm actually proud of myself as well that I have talked to people. Like Internet said, I'm probably way worse than her. I do not do a lot of socializing. I could probably count on one hand, maybe two, I'll say, as far as like the many people that I know that I actually converse with. So I actually have been moving around, talking to people, about joining the academy and everything that it has to offer. So that's one of my, and it's always been one of my biggest things as far as like socializing. As far as my affirmation, I think I'm gonna say it wrong, but I'm so happy and grateful that I stood the course and I continue standing for it. And I would make my goal, and I'm probably about to say the wrong thing, to get to P1. You know what? I'm happy to get to P150, to be honest with you. Because that's a big accomplishment for me.
She said P1000. That's what she wants.
Yeah,
for the P1000. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, and I work on that. You know, I do have a ways to go. Because, you know, right now, hey, another 2 years, I would definitely say in 2 years, I do plan on, you know, sticking with this and, you know, doing everything full time. So I'm just happy and proud that I'm where I am right now in this process. And that's all.
Awesome. Charity, I am so proud of you. I really am.
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
all. Sean, can I say something
of course,
about these two? I'm sure they're beautiful, but even though I can't see them, the two ladies, Charity and Antoinette, the ones who are saying they're introverts. I want to talk to y'all. Now, this just hear me out. Normally those introverts are the ones that are going to be so powerful. But I want you to stop calling yourself introverts though. But first of all, so that's going to be part of your, affirmation, not to say you're introverts anymore, because introverts just mean that you sort of like isolate to yourself. So now what I want to tell you is, because you feel certain ways about, you don't really want to talk to people, and you're not used to that. That's cool, but it's so powerful that what you have, because what happens is those people who feel like they can't really speak to people and socialize with those type of people, those are the most powerful ones, because what it tells me is it's something that's trying to keep you from doing it, from talking to people, from stepping out and doing it. Now, the girl Antoinette, she just blew my mind, because she said she got so much in her head, she like a way road. Yeah, so it's like, that's telling me right there, you got so much power in you that's waiting to come out of you. So know in your affirmations, what you want to now have an affirmation is, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am bold, confident, and brilliant, and edifying myself. Know that you are worthy to be able to speak to people. All that's in your head is there for a reason. So know that there is power in you that you have to let out. But the thing about it, you got to realize it yourself. So no more introverts. We don't want to speak that, because that keeps you at the same position you're in. So I'm bold, I'm confident. I'm like the modern day Esther. It's like I can speak, and when I speak, power comes out. So what it is something that's trying to keep you from doing it. But once you speak, once you start talking, and that's a part of that growth, that's a part of that personal development. But it'll happen over time. But you have to now speak your affirmations as, I'm bold, I'm confident. When I speak to people, they listen. When I talk to people, they give me their undivided attention, and that's because you're so powerful. So no more introverts, no more I can't speak. I'm bold, I'm confident, I'm worthy. I add value. So therefore, when I speak, it's important that when I speak to a person, they hear what I'm saying. So it's that confidence level. So just know that because you feel that way, it's a reason you're feeling that way, because you're so powerful. But you got to get it out. You got to get it out of you. And the only way to do that is the affirmations and speaking to yourself. So that's what you're hearing, what you're thinking. All you saying, you up at night, you can't. It's almost all this stuff going through your head. It's because it's time for it to come out. But you got to speak it out. So know it.
Oh, I tell you, I can't wait till Jamie does her motivational talks right there, boy. She be going. I love that. Thank you, Jamie. That's what's up. Look, she just dropped the mic too. She ain't saying that. She just whoop. That's it. Drop the mic. James, my brother James, man. My brother James been rolling with me for a while.
Hey, how you doing, Shawn?
Great, brother. What you get out of tonight? What's your affirmation?
Well, my affirmation is, I am so happy and grateful now that I am a P1000, by December 20th of this year in I Am Master Academy.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Sounds good. That's all.
And he said that's so smooth too.
Yeah,
Like
dude, you smooth like that now. I ain't
it's
gonna lie,
done.
smooth like that.
It's done.
Hey, Shawn,
Yes, sir.
for the young lady that, was speaking about, I think, is it Antoinette?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what helped me. And this affirmation stuff is from Bob Proctor. I'm a follower of Bob Proctor. I've been following him for some years now, and he's really helped me out a lot. And you can go on YouTube and check out some of his paradigm shift, and it'll really help you navigate with how you think. It'll help you out a lot, I promise you. Another thing I would like to say too is I picked up a book from, I heard Bob and them talk about this book, and it's a small book, easy read, quick. Money is God in Action. And you can get it on from Amazon. I think it's like $2 or $3. Money is God in Action. You'll love it. And I just want to thank you, Shawn, man. I'm telling you, brother, you don't know how much I appreciate you, man. I appreciate so much. You just take your time and how you just really care for people. And, I've told you this 1,000 times, but I'm going to keep telling you, man. I love how you are so genuine, so loving, so caring for people. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you. That's it, bro.
That, man. Thank you a lot. Thank you. Now, what you get from tonight? And so, just give me one thing. What's one thing?
Oh man, right now I got to refocus. I've never been off work this long. Finding out, I had the fluid on the knees. Found out too on my other knee, I have a torn meniscus, so they're gonna have to go in and straighten that out. But while I'm off, I said, man, I need to refocus because this is kind of good, man. But being off, but you want that money to come in at the same time.
Right.
So right now I'm having a lot of times that I can spend with myself in the academy and really getting educated so I can be home and free and actually take my wife off her job as well. So yeah, and setting those 30-day goals. Another thing you said as far as if you're going to do this, you got to immerse yourself in it. If you don't immerse yourself in it, you're really wasting your time. So you gotta become that. You gotta become that individual that you say you want to become, and you just can't do it by just talking about it. You got to baptize yourself in this, bro. In order to get the success that you want, you got to immerse yourself in it, because I tell people this all the time. You say you want this, you say you want that. It's not gonna fall out the sky right into your lap, and boom, you successful. You got to earn this. You got to grind. You got to get out of your comfort zone, all that stuff. But I appreciate you because you push me, bro. You push me, man. And I love it though. I need that. I'm the type of person that need that nudge and that push, because I can get stuck at times.
Good. Well, I appreciate and love you, bro, all the time. So
yeah.
Rolling with me for a while, so I appreciate that and stuff. Okay, let's see. Donette, I know you came in a little late. I know you probably had some family stuff to take care of. Did you catch part of it? Donette, we just kind of go.
Yes, good night, everybody. My affirmation that I've always been doing, I'm so happy and grateful now that I earned $10,000 a month by December 31st, 2020. So that's my affirmation.
Yes.
I would upgrade it to change it to a rank. The books that I listen to, I have Audible, so I usually listen to How to Win Friends and Influence People. Probably have like 5 that I try to listen to half hour a day. No Excuses is one. Let me see. Think and Grow Rich, and I'm started to read Undaunted. So those are my books that I kind of go through back and forth. Courts of Heaven is another one. So I try to get a sampling of a couple of those throughout the day. One thing that I would change is for my um, Facebook would be to put as business consultant as opposed to trader. So
Awesome. Awesome. Donette, we appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do, the scheduling that you did, the candlestick Bible class. People are raving about that. You are doing some incredible stuff. And this was a young lady who just said, man, I don't think I want to do any of that. I just want to sit back and trade. So for you to step up and serve, see, that is a great thing. We know it, but that's how God, transforms us, because we find that purpose and we start moving in that purpose. And then through it, you're going to get what you want, but he's going to use you through your wants and your whole DNA that he created. He's going to use you for his purpose, but you're going to get what you want along the way, So very, thankful for all of you ladies and gentlemen on here. Nikita, did I skip you?
thank you.
I did. Okay. Don't be playing. I think Keita quiet. You know how I know I miss Keita? She be too cool and quiet. When she be just sitting there quiet, I think
I'm you know how when you miss Nikita, I remember that voice. She got a distinct voice.
Yeah, she does. I didn't hear it. And I was like, wait a minute.
So I know you didn't. She didn't say nothing.
Hey, I almost gotta wait. No, I'm just kidding. But the nugget I got from this was when you said ask them what they're looking for. I think that's really important because when you do that, you can kind of start to sort the population off the bat. Not to say that anybody else they're not going to grow to want to build, but you can know what they're looking for, and then you can kind of mold them from there with mentorship and coaching. So I like that piece.
Cool.
I like it all, but yeah, that was my one nugget.
All right, appreciate it.
And my affirmation that I have.
Oh, we move in for this.
It's in my planner and my book. So I am so happy and grateful now that I have enrolled 10 personals before 31 December 2020 into I Am Mastery Academy.
I love it. I love it.
Man.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. So now when we get on calls, I'm gonna tell you now, I want to hear them affirmations and stuff. I don't care. Even on the Monday night call, I'll be like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, good evening. I'm gonna say, let me hear your affirmation and stuff. And again, guys, you guys are you guys motivate and inspire me. So again, I admit this wasn't something that I was doing. So I had to push myself to do it. And so by you guys, you know what I'm saying, doing it, it keeps me accountable. And so we all can rise. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being on tonight. Again, I pray that you have gotten something from that. And again, we want to close out this rest of the year strong, December 5th. Oh, that's what I want to tell you. So they're changing some of the guidelines for the December 5th event, which is the mansion party for Dr. Jewel Tanker. So definitely write this down. Unfortunately, I hate that they kind of always be all over the place. But number one, they will now allow you to be a new Platinum 1000, okay, and come to the event. Okay, so if you Platinum 1000, so that does say Leona, you're in there. Okay. So and you're allowed to come to matching party. What they're doing is they are going to have on Friday, I think it's Friday, Saturday event. I think on Friday they're going to have a training, which is I think you pay $25 for the training. It doesn't matter who you are. That'll be at the church at Destiny Church, which is Dr. Jewel's church and stuff. So they'll have that. And then for 1000s and above, they'll be at the mansion for the mansion party. But there will be a brunch on Saturday. Yeah, I believe it on Saturday, and that's for 2000s and above. So the brunch is for 2000s, the party is for 1000s and above, and then the training is on Friday. I'm not sure what time, but I'm sure it's the morning. I think it's like from a 9 to 3 or 11 to 3 or something like that. But that's for anybody who wants to come. But it is a $25 fee because they are going to have, I think, some food or something that offsets the cost. So that's it. So you can be a 1,000. Okay, so you can be a brand new 1,000, or oh, I'm sorry, or you can come if you sponsor 10 people. It doesn't matter what rank you are. So you can be 1,000, or you can be whatever rank and sponsor 10 personal people. That's what it is, 10 personal people. So James, you turn around and sponsor 10 people tomorrow, and you're on your way to 600. You know what I'm saying? You can qualify to come. Okay, so it's 10 people personal or brand new 1,000. Okay, new 1,000. You can come 1,000 above and go. So that's it. And then of course the training, you can come. Doesn't matter what rank you are, you can come. And this is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's where it's located. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. So you got a shot, y'all. Y'all got a shot.
Can I add something today, Shawn?
Yes, ma'am.
So Shawn is telling y'all about the opportunity to go. Okay. I want you to just kind of think about this. I know with my team, we talked about this on Tuesday. This is not normal activity. As every single person that you know that is working where you're working, how many multimillionaires can they get on the phone and talk to directly? How many multimillionaires will let you into their home to have a party, to pick their brain, to find out how they got to where they are? How many do you know? I guarantee, because you're here and we just all started this, most of us just started this year, I guarantee you, not one person you know can tell you that they do. Because if that was the case, you would not be here right now. You would have already had access to this. This is not normal. Take advantage of this. Okay? You can get your 10, great. Let's roll. Let's go. If you can't get your 10, he just said anyone can attend the training. So at least just get there to the training. Do not count yourself out and say you can't get 10, because you can. We already done established that with the affirmation. It works. Okay? So go on ahead, put that in your affirmation too. That's another one. That you're gonna have your 10 personals to get to this training. So that way you can pick the brain of multimillionaires, because it's not gonna be just one there. Mm-hmm. And that's not normal activity. So that's all I wanted to say.
Man, I'll just share this. When it was experience, me and my wife went 2 years, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I think I made it my first year that I made it. You had to be a 1,000 and above, and I had made 1,000. So me and my wife went. I think that was 2018. No, I'm sorry, 2017. I guess that was 3 years, and it was amazing. I mean, I've been to her house a few times now, but going there, I met. It wasn't just her, because I really didn't know her. I started to, but it was who I met. I met Stevenson Lindor. He's one of the educators. I met Garrett Roberts, first chairman 100 in the company. Of course, at that time, Dr. Kathy, she came. She hadn't even been an educator yet, but she'd already made $1 million in there. And she was just getting known at that time. And several other people across the country that came. I don't think Manny Canonas, but I think Christopher Derrick had came. Just a great plethora of people. And it was just great. It was just great seeing them. It was great being around there. It was just great being in that energy. And it stuck with me. I mean, and I can't tell you the hell that me and my wife went through to get there, because it snowed. It was a blizzard here in Georgia. It was supposed to be a 3-hour trip. It took us 8 hours. I mean, we fought to get there. We get right there and thinking we could go to the hotel, have time to chill and go. It started at 8. We got there at 7 o'clock. Had just enough time to switch clothes. We was tired, but man, it was so worth it. She had Dr. Bentanker was playing the piano and playing, and he was cool. I mean, the spread was laid out. Everybody was two-stepping and sliding, and it was just a great experience. But it was just great to be there, and it let my chairman know, hey, I want to be here next time, and so you fight to go to that. And it's not even that. What I fight for is I want to see you guys there. I love to see the look on y'all's faces when you guys did get to experience what I had experienced. And then it just makes it feel like, wow, we're all continue to do this together. Now, here's the thing though. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get there. Now, I'm not here to reverse it. I need you to be there. I need you to fight to get there, but don't beat yourself up, because at the end of the day, this journey is we're still at that goal of chairman, and we're going to continue to push. We're going to continue to go. It's not stopping. It's not slowing down. But definitely, like Dr. China says, don't miss an event that you can qualify for. Okay. Don't miss an event that you can qualify for. So you can either sponsor 10 people personal. Okay. You can go ahead and pop a 1,000. Okay. Or you pop a 2,000, and then you can go from there. All right. And so that's all I have. I think, did I get everybody? Let me make sure I asked. I remember last time Leona said I missed her. Has everybody responded? I want to make sure I didn't miss nobody.
You miss me again. I'm starting to think this is on purpose, Chairman.
Oh man,
That's the third time.
It's always
This
the
is
chairman.
the
I
third
always
day
assume
in a
the
row.
chairman.
Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm starting to feel some type of way, because I called him and told him that he missed me yesterday. Night, Queen.
Good night, Queen.
Good night.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be quick because we getting
I
off.
say you for last. That's all. I just say the best for last.
Oh yeah. He was about to get off. You just said get Leona. So but hey, so I'm gonna be quick so everybody so we can get out. So yeah, like I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a chairman 10 and I am Mastery Academy. What is it? On December 25th, 2020 or sooner. I said December 25th because that'd be a great Christmas present. But yeah.
You said it perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Specific to the spiritual realm, specific to the universe. We put it down there. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I appreciate each and every one. Man, I love each and every one. Me and my wife, we appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, there wouldn't be a Team Wealth Builder without y'all. If y'all seen it, have y'all really paid attention to this? You ever seen this? This is our logo. See, I got a whole banner. This is our banner right here. When I go to events, we post this banner. This banner is like almost 7 feet high. Yeah, see what I'm saying? This is it. It's got the banner. Bitcoin. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me switch it. So see, I trade forex, crypto. You should too. So yeah.
Hey, Shawn.
Yeah.
What is the cost to get more banners? Say if the team want to, purchase the banner, is that possible?
Yeah, there's a vendor that iMarkets Live was using, and now they do it, but they don't. I don't think they had when I made this. They had the new logo on it, but now they probably do. It costs about $120, $105, $110, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't bad. It was just and again, when you go to a engagement like we're doing presentations and stuff, this is something we put outside by the desk to do it and stuff, so that they know. And yeah, that was it, because they were switching the logo at the time when I did it, right when we came out the October event, so they didn't really have a logo. So I just said, well, shoot, this is a good, put my team logo on it, and that's it. So that's great for events and stuff. So that's it. That's all I have.
Can I say something real quick? So
Yeah,
I'm kind of happy about doing this. So my tiny human is my everything, my son, right? So he's been watching me go through ECX, and I told you I get drunk inside ECX, right? And so him, his friend, and his cousin, they have decided to start their own comic book business from listening to what his mama doing. So I told him I'll be his first VIP, and they charge $5 a month for it. But I tell them assume because they ain't got no comic book shit, and I done paid him $5. But to know that I'm doing this for him, and to know that he's learning from me, and he likes to watch my videos too. So I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to trade too, Mama. I'm gonna trade too. Like it really, like, so if I don't impact anybody in the world, the fact that he's watching me, that kind of motivates me a little bit more. So I'm actually that I have that, and I have that learning a skill set that I can give to him that will give him money.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that's
What I
legacy.
just tell y'all about that and Antoinette right there. I'm just saying she's sleeping on it. She's sleeping on it. She gonna be a pistol. Watch it.
Okay.
Hey, Shawn.
Yes, sir.
What about sticking the affirmation in for that jet, man?
Hey, tell him, Mr. James.
Hey.
Tell
Told him
Come
on it,
on,
did
Chairman.
you? Ooh, he don't think nobody
You
saw
know,
that post.
right.
Like
and
that.
you know my passion for flying and
Yes,
getting
sir.
a pilot license. You know, man, you talked about that. But when you post that, bro, you man, you know you messing with me now, man.
All right.
So who was it? It was man, one of David M. Monetier prodigies that took his team and
That was
they took a project.
Gary Mcsween.
Yeah, there you go. So I can see us doing that.
Absolutely, sir. Let me find that real quick. I know y'all hanging out late with me, but you know, we doing what we gonna see.
I'm not working anyway, so hey.
Mr. James is there for everybody else. You know, I ain't working.
Now I just got to make the money though.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yes.
Edit and affirmation.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Hold up.
Hey, my name is Gary Mcsween. I am from Trinidad and Tobago, a beautiful island, population of about 1.4 million people, and I've been involved in network marketing for the last 7.5 years. Had a bit of success, also had some failure, but in the last 17 months, we've been having absolute success. So today, for the very first time, myself and a couple of members from my global organization, we're about to fly from Miami to Las Vegas on this private jet. Very excited, exclusive experience for people that have qualified because we love investing into our leaders. So if you're looking at this in the future, you can actually work with us. I'm excited, I'm fired up. All things are possible to them that believe. Let's go. One day or someday I would hit the sky. Hard times and pain were all there, man, no line, but I knew nothing would stop me. I am who I am, will never stop working. It's all in God's plan. This is the grind. This is the grind. Nothing would stop me. Will never stop working. It's all in God's plan. See, I am a beast man and I am a lion. Will never get tired 'cause I've got a fire inside. Everybody, this is Alex. We're coming to you live right now. And listen up, I have the fortunate opportunity and blessing. It's absolutely an honor today to be sitting with and actually interviewing somebody that has achieved astronomical levels and amounts of success at a very young age. I mean, this gentleman has traveled the planet, yes, earning millions and millions of dollars. However, he has taught just thousands of people how to become successful with the one life, that we're blessed with here. So today, you're going to hear from Gary Mcsween. Gary, how are you doing, Alex? I'm doing great. So excited to be here, 40,000 feet up. Absolutely. With you right now with some of your organization. Yes. Here. So for all the people, the thousands of people watching this right now around the world, most of them definitely probably know you, but there's probably maybe one or two. Maybe one or two. That don't know you yet. Maybe one or two. Why don't you explain to everybody, who you are, what you stand for, kind of your journey as an entrepreneur? Absolutely. Well, I'm 33 years of age. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, which is a very beautiful island in the Caribbean. And I'm an engineer by profession. I worked in the oil and gas industry for a couple of years. My mother and my father are both entrepreneurs. They have been working for themselves for a long time. So while I was in the corporate world, I felt out of place. And I always wanted to get into business full time. And I was introduced to network marketing 2012. And I remember the very first time being, just like everyone else, thought that it was a scam, didn't believe in it. And I thought I was too intelligent for network marketing. I thought people that did network marketing, they failed in life, but I had a chance to meet someone who passed away, and he was very successful. And looking at him the very first time, I was blown away
I met someone who had their names on their cuff. Wow. His pants, his name was at the bottom of his pants. And at that time he was a six-figure earner. And I was completely blown away that someone could make that kind of money in network marketing. And that was my first introduction. And the mentor that I have today, I was very fortunate to meet him. That was in 2013, ending of 2012 and 2013. Had a chance to meet my mentor David Amonite, and that he has been one of the most influential individuals when it comes to business in my life. And I literally modeled his success. And what they say, if you hang around 5 successful people, more than likely you'll be the 6th. Yes. And that has transpired. It did not happen in my first year, my first 2 years, but it has happened now.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So if somebody's watching this right now and they're not yet on a private jet, 40,000 feet up in the sky, maybe they're network marketing, maybe they're just, an entrepreneur in some other way, shape, or form. What's probably one of the biggest advices you can give somebody out there that's hungry, that has a desire, but just doesn't know the next step in becoming successful?
Well, the truth is I want to tell you that you have to appreciate the process. And whenever the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Because every single individual that has achieved high levels of success in the industry of network marketing, they have a mentor. They have someone that they have been able to follow, someone that they have been able to pattern their life of business after. And once you are working on yourself, you're consistent with the activity, and you put in the work, guess what? You would get the fruits. A lot of people believe that they initially need a one-on-one mentor. And the truth is, most people are not ready for that. Right? But, whatever company you're a part of, I'm sure that there is systems of mentorship in place. There's leadership calls. The same information that you're getting on those calls, if you put that into practice, you actually do exactly what they say, and you put the work in consistently over a period of time, guess what? They're going to recognize, hey, this is someone that's listening, because you're going to have some level of results. And always treat people the way that you want to be treated, because I believe that it's a boomerang effect, because it's going to come back into your life and great things will happen for you. My philosophy is, my foundation is love God, love people. And, I can tell you this, everything that has happened in my life, I can't take credit for it. It's nothing but the grace of God in my life. Yes, I put the work in, but obviously the last 17 months of my life has been a story. It's literally a story, because I went from broke to being a 7-figure earner. Wow. And it's mind-blowing. Wow. It's mind-blowing.
Love God, love people. Yeah. So for the people around the world watching this, and they're seeing all of this now, and from the clothes to the cars and the planes and all this stuff, they say, 7-figure earner, traveling the world, private jets, taking care of teams and people and living in nice places. Yeah. Let's talk about the Gary, maybe 17, 25 months ago, what happened, what did you do about it, and the journey to sitting in this chair?
Well, it's literally a storybook, because right now, I remember writing this stuff down, but I wrote these goals down when literally I was in the rut. What do I mean? I had more money than money. I was robbing pizza to pay Paul. I was, I remember, this is how serious I was about network marketing and events. I was willing to sell, because my business took a hit, and obviously the cash flow dried up, and I was supposed to be at an event, and I am the leader, right? The team is going, but I don't have the money to go. Wow. and I was going to sell my Mercedes Benz, a C180, and purchase something, less, so I can have some cash to travel. And in the midst of that, I got into the wrong deal, and I never got the money for my car, still to this day. And those are some of the challenges, not having enough money to go to the supermarket to make, a decent, just a decent buy groceries. Yeah, just to get some decent stuff. We used to go. It would be the equivalent of $20 US for the month. $5 a week. This is after you're paying all the bills, all the debts, and I just had that remaining to buy stuff for my wife and I. And it was tough because many times she would share with me, hey baby, I want you to do this for me, and I could not have provided for her at times, but I'm very, very grateful that God sent the right person in my life. So that's just some of the adversity that I went through.
So we started in this industry, health and wellness,
Yes.
Products, helping people, look better, feel better, get well. However, now is something completely different.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk a little bit about technology, trends, and really getting somewhere before the masses?
Yeah.
Because that's how you really create big time
Success. Correct. Eric Hufford said that in times of change, the learned will inherit the earth, while the learned will be beautifully prepared for a world that no longer exists. And right now we live in an age where everything is done from our smartphones. Every single thing.
Can y'all hear?
No, I lost sound as well.
No, I thought it was just me.
Yeah, of just,
I lost it.
I think the biggest thing is
y'all can hear?
It's breaking up.
Is it?
Press play again.
Okay.
that you can just be
Okay, we're good.
learn, a skill set,
Correct.
and have the opportunity for financial, abundance.
Absolutely.
Talk about education. Why is education, learning skill sets, why is that so powerful in today's day and age?
Yeah, because I believe the owner of Alibaba, he said, our school system is actually designed to educate people to do things that robots can do better.
Wow.
And he said, we have to change up our curriculum. So, you have to change, you have to improve, educate yourself, gain new skill sets so that you can be empowered to earn money, within the couple years to come, because things are changing. So yeah.
Awesome. So in closing, why don't you just share a little bit about your future goals, future vision, and what you're excited about?
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited because my goal in the next 2 years is to positively impact the lives of 100,000 people through my voice, my appearance, through my lifestyle. And I'm excited because this year we're going to be creating multiple six-figure earners, both from the products and even from the building aspect of the business. I'm really excited about what we have done, but more excited about the future because I now believe that we're attracting the right people into our space. We have a global organization. We're growing right now like crazy. People are hitting us up from everywhere in the world because people are interested in what we're doing. So if you're looking at this, I just want you to know that we love God, we love people, we really, really care, and we love to see people win at an all-time high, right? This is not a dictatorship. This is us working together to create an empire, to really, really give the average individual an opportunity to win big. So thank you for listening, and we will see you at the top. Woo. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just a little dream building there. I like that. Well, cool. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been late. I appreciate you. Donette's still on? Oh, I know we're way past her bedtime. Oh, my
Yes, I am.
Lord. Okay. Well, look, I appreciate you hanging in there and stuff. Good job and stuff.
I
Well,
took my nap before I came on, so I've been
awesome.
tired.
Awesome. Okay. Smart. That's a smart way to do it. So we know what to do now. So y'all got it. We just got to close out the year strong and continue going through it. Wanda Webb said it best tonight is she in her business, most people think this is a slow period, but this is where she made the most gain in her business over this period of time because people are looking, people are feeling some way emotional. People are wanting to start new stuff. People are going through stuff for the holidays and they want a fresh start. And regardless, even like you said, Annette and Charity and everybody else, you got to think of it like this. Just like they're looking for a cure for coronavirus, you have the cure for financial disparity. You have the cure for what people are going through in a situation. And to not share it is like not giving the antidote to coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? And so that one person that you're wanting as a goal per day, that could be the one person that says, oh my God, I was praying for someone like you to say something to me. And that's how you want to think about it is don't think about you as far as, oh, are they going to like me? Are they going to reject me? No, you're looking for a person that needs the antidote. That's what you're looking for. Not everybody's sick, but the person that is going to appreciate you the most. And when you push to talk to 3, 4, 5 people, that increases the chances that you're going to give the antidote to the right person. So that's kind of it right there. James, why is James unmuted? What you got, bro?
Come
I
on
was gonna
now.
I was gonna say they might not be sick, but I guarantee you their money is sick.
Ooh, see. It's all good. That's right. Well, you guys got the cure. So we got it. This is the best team in IM to be a part of. So let's go ahead and do it. So everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Loving each and every one of you. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Night, everybody.